on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
Jacksonville in punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. Begins his return at the 16. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. They have him back there, Brock, because of what he can do with even the smallest sliver of daylight. And in my opinion, partner, there aren't many plays more exciting than seeing a punt return for a touchdown.
I'm with you because it is so hard. I mean, it takes instincts, it takes intangibles, it takes greatness. I think of Dante Hall and Devin Hester and those guys that made it look easy at times, and it is not easy, especially the house one.
69, Jaguars nothing. Set to kick off.
Now, Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. Turpin with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Hey, Soko, it's hot. It's hot!
From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
They run it again with Bigsby. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Hey, danger, touch!
Throw here, third down. Lawrence is hit, the ball is loose, and the 49ers get to it! Not much return after the fumble, but they will take over inside the red zone.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks, is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Get set! 118! Watch out! You're not. Get him, run! Go slam!
First down, Purdy to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And now it's second down.
The coverage defensively.
From the gun, McCaffrey. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On third down, Purdy. Rose caught. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be fourth down. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
They'll run it with Robinson. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
The play is a turnover
Well, a blitz on
down.
4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, easy.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On the give, it's Tootin. Off to the races, middle of the field. The 50. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars put at least a tiny dent into that lead.
The double whammy of this one, Kate, is just where they were on the field. Mentally, defensively, it's almost like an 8-point swing, going from the chance at a safety in one end zone to watching them celebrate in the other one.
Cam Little to try the extra points. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it!
Doesn't that just sum it up in some way? Even when you do something positive, not on this day, not for this team, something still goes wrong. At this point, guys might just want to throw up their hands and say, what does a block really matter? But you know and I know, coaches hate that attitude. It's the antithesis of that, to give up a block in that situation.
He stopped on the run back at the 27. The 49ers send Brandon Ayuk running onto the field. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 118, watch out. He going to go. Up.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. Gets some space around midfield. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
But somebody gotta do it. Come on, put up on the gas. But somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off. 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 Turn his TV off.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Get set. Up.
Going run again with McCaffrey. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Darnell Savage with the pick. He pays the price for the interception. Big hit brings it into that return.
That's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Hey, go!
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Here's a screen for Tootin. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive.
Lost control of another one. But the Jaguars get back on top of the loose football. They're keeping possession. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long.
Rip, 23. Hey, so
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
That's caught for the first. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
on red.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Jaguar football, but this slate, that lead, likely too much for them to overcome. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Hey, easy, Ralph.
To the air on 3rd and long. Wow, it's free again! But the Jaguars get back on top of the loose football. They're keeping possession. Cam Little getting the call on 4th down here to put 3 up for the Jaguars. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18! 19!
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. I'm just going to go out on a limb, partner, and say that this defense probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by these points.
Tired or exhausted?
Both?
Yes. Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him and he delivers, man, it puts you to sleep.
He's got Ayuk downfield. It's a race down the right side. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again.
76. Jaguars 9. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Tootin now on the return. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Hey, go!
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13.
24.
Again, it's Bigsby. Escapes a defender. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ramp, 20.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Jaguars.
Lawrence to throw it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. You got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5.
And this is
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
49-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
76.
Kickers got to be a little bit like quarterbacks, Kate, every once in a while. When a QB throws a pick, you got to flush it. When a kicker gets one blocked earlier in the game, you got to do the same thing. You got to flush it, trust your fundamentals, and deliver as he just did.
As this at the 6. Showing a little burst so far. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Get set, get set. 118, what's up? Up.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Now it's Purdy. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Kittle makes the catch. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
49er, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Purdy on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
And he takes it down to the 33. Give him 25 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Up.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6.
Get set. Up.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
A gain of a yard brings up third and
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5.
Up. 42. Up.
Here's Purdy to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Get set. Line around up. 21. Bang.
Off the play fake. Purdy. And he brings it in. Touchdown San Francisco. The 49ers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers, and it's been done less than 50 times in league history. Now Purdy leading the offense up to go for 2.
The 49ers will line up.
Inside give to the fullback. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call, and you remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail, it would just ring and ring and ring. It's still ringing. Falls short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Tootin now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Running right is Bigsby. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Hey, Ginger. Here we go.
They give up the gut to Bigsby. And he used all the space he had, got him around 8. That sets up 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
We've got a screen to the running back. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
First down. A gain of 14. 1st down, Jaguars.
Inside give here for Tootin. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
23. Hey, this.
They go play action. Lawrence. Dumped off to his running back. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Air it out on 3rd. And they get to him again! And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
The Jaguars into punt formation. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner, up past the 35. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
Get set. On 18, watch out. Up.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. going to the ground again on first. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set.
Play action now. Purdy. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That's not going to show up as an interception on the stat sheet, but with all these next-level stats we have today, Kate, that's what you call a turnover-worthy play. And there have been way too many of them in this one.
On 3rd down, Purdy finds him over the middle. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
52-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Tootin now on the return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
First down throw, Lawrence. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. Thomas snags it over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Ron.
Lawrence working from the gun. Trying to push deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of the football, and they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. What's up?
They're going to pass it here. Completed left side there to Jennings. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
First down, Purdy to throw. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this.
Get set, get set.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Pass brought in by Jennings. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The 49ers running them out of the building. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers continue piling on to this lead.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Tootin now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
This undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest. Here he goes, one final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. Well, what began as just a good start to this season might be becoming something a little bit better, Brock. 4-0 now. There may be some serious legs to the start they're having here.
Yeah, let's not go calling them the 72 Dolphins yet, Kate. A lot of season left. But you'll hear coaches, especially in this first month of the season, call it stacking wins.
Yep.
And you know, if you can sustain success and you stack these wins early, you're typically a playoff team late.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keep scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot. Been cooking with the sauce. Chef Curry with the boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, who the is, boy? OVO, man, we really with boy. Yeah, really with the. I should probably sign a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, working on the phones. Either that or drive the money mark to make the pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture. Comeback season in the works, and now I'm thinking bigger. I got in the studio every night, late night. Gotta watch it, don't wanna make them sicker. That's my oh Lord, got a whole lot to show for it. I mean, we could really get it, we could go for it. I'm just here for
One month down, and what a month it was. I'm Scott Hansen. Here's your Week 4 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin in Santa Clara. The Niners at home to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's welcome back from injury for this guy, Brandon Ayuk. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. 64 yards for the touchdown. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Isaiah Likely. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Rams get the W by 2 touchdowns. One more to tell you about. It's the Vikings and the Steelers, the first ever regular season game in Ireland. And it's Aaron Rodgers hooking up with his tight end, Pat Freiermuth. 16 yards on the touchdown pass. The Steelers have won 2 straight since the Week 2 loss. They go to 3-1 with the victory. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Yeah. Running money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. My think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on a camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 220 on me, hustle and grab. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got self. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. This be hating on glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish red, most want it. Hold up, let me switch the flow. Just like a breaker, yeah, I'm addicted to dope. This a cold word, yeah, keep a in my coat. Money hungry, yeah, tryna give me some more. On op pack, this ain't, I'm talking down on glitz, I
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. But tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side for the Rams, it's Sean McVay. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0.
Rams, nothing.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out come the Rams down for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Isaiah Likely the target that time. And that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10.
You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st down, San Francisco.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And this is an offense that's number 1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
Purdy off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ricky Pearsall. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
2nd down and 6 now.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Niners' 49-yard line.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the 50, Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek. And we'll take a break. Here's Ethan Evans now.
For the Rams.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Second and 4 at the 24.
Here's second and 4 from the 24. Purdy. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that, it only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. LA set to take over again on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
In motion goes the tight end. Now Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Stafford. And that is incomplete. That pass knocked away by Jerome Begley.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Purdy now to throw off the play action. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game playing the extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often. That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are, you know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards.
San Francisco.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And the Rams getting set to go now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it on play action. But I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or to flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown, better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe, but I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
Butker on for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Slot man moves right. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
It's a gain of 11.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
In motion right goes Adams. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Stafford now to throw. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
He's brought down by Michael Williams. A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And he's been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we'll see much more of him as this game goes along. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, remember what we're supposed to avoid? And that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
They go play action here. Purdy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Get set, get set.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the 49ers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early, but that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively. Because you get...
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Under pressure, they got him again. Christian Wilkins drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Get set, get set.
Play action. Now Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Butker now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now Stafford. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. Dances by him. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2nd and a couple. Purdy now to throw. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's had a lot of success throwing the ball here early. You see by the numbers, he's already up over 200 yards passing. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Butker now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. L.A. readies for its next possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence, haven't allowed a point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
From the gun, here's Stanford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Christian Wilkins in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Ethan Evans on now to punt.
For the Rams.
And he fields it cleanly. Nifty move. A second nice move, a spin. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49ers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half. Touchdown, 49ers! Christian McCaffrey on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are pouring it on. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out, coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Purdy will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Check. 250.
Here's Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Za'Darius Smith make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. Oh, look at the Jew. Very good return that time. 18 yards. The Niners offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half.
Get set. Get set. What is he? Hot. Moji, moving. Hot.
Purdy off the play fake. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 48 yards. And the Niners have got it on cruise control.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Rams, nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. This complete left side to Aguilar. Just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. You start prorating these rushing numbers and looking ahead, he could be on pace for a 2,000-yard season. I don't want to jinx him, but what a year to this point.
But you just did.
Sorry.
That's okay. No, he can overcome that.
I'm not apologizing to you.
No.
Okay?
I like your attitude. But you're right. What's got to happen for it to actually occur? Offensive line.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers extend their lead yet again. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
The 49ers will line up for the
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bull his way in there for the 2 points.
Rams nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there and now get some points on this drive.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Garoppolo. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Zadarius Smith in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Back to throw here. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jerome Bentley. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him
And, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Throwing here, Purdy. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Get set, get set. Runner, rush up. Motion,
McCaffrey on the counter. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers just continue to roll. So it's a high 5 for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. Butker on for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. There's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. This one swung out to Williams. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Garoppolo. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
6 yards.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
For the Rams.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 178 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner. than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll find Farrell open left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Purdy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Back to throw, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Juwan Jennings, 32 yards. And the Niners are pouring it on. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for two here.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. Two-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Rams ready to go on offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run it again with Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Rams on 3rd down. The struggle has been real. They have had ample opportunities. They've yet to cash one in. This will be 3rd and 15. It's caught by Aguilar. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here's Ethan Evans now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Gets around him. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. The visitors' offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Able to find Willis. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Officer! Final wraps up! Fox! Rush in!
Out of the gun, Purdy. Throw over the middle, pulled in here by Farrell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Juwan Jennings, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the 49ers have got it on cruise control. Butker now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before the game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
16-yard line.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go now. 60.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And now, following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Purdy now to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for fighting to get back to the goal line, I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
Right now, they're just trying to get to halftime because they need a break. This game, it's been a shellacking in every way, and they just got driven backwards for a safety.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is taken at the 15. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Michael Williams. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Well, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Taking on the midfield logo. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
Get set, get set. 18!
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. To about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers extend their lead yet again. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
At the 28-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. The 49ers offense and Brandon Ayuk getting set for this next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. Now Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Got it. Staying open. Up.
Purdy bootlegging it. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown,
Juwan Jennings from 3 yards out. And the Niners just continue to roll. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. Wide open receiver complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Let's go now.
In motion, Aguilar. To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Get set, get set. Buddy team, watch out.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And different running backs, same result as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there, now 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Play action, now Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
27 on the play. 1st down, 49ers.
Get set, get set. Buddy team, watch out.
Throwing here, Purdy. He's got his big tight end, Farrell, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Purdy looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set. Buddy team, watch out. 21. Shit.
Here's Purdy. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
A 31-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? And this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He juked him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying, but nothing that they have done has worked so far. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 201 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats,
than 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Get set, get set. Buddy team, watch out. Up.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers. And that now 6 rushing touchdowns for him. And that ties him with Alvin Kamara, who on Christmas Day of 2020 also went for 6 touchdowns. And this is quickly turning into one of the great individual performances in NFL history. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The football going back to the Rams now. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
On 3rd down, here's Williams.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here comes the Rams punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Returnable here from the 38. Oh, nice move. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Niners offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Back to throw, Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk from 13 yards out. And the 49ers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A solid stiff arm. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Looking deep for Adams. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Now Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Nightmare of a game continues for this quarterback, brought down with the game already decided. This sack adds insult to injury for him. Multiple turnovers, down by multiple touchdowns, now dumped early in a drive in the final quarter.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long?
Motion.
From the gun, it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is going to be 49er football.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 221 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Muscles him off. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock.
Brandon Ayuk, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. And that touchdown, his 5th touchdown grab of the game, and that ties him with Jerry Rice from 1990, Kellen Winslow Sr. from 1981, and Bob Shaw back in 1950 for the most receiving touchdowns in a single NFL contest. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there play spanning 3 plays.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there. And it also brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
He'll try and do this himself. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll look to set up his blockers. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. The 49ers offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Purdy off the play fake. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD, but of course that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points, and my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Purdy now to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And that touchdown is going to put him in a class all by himself. His 6th receiving touchdown of this one, the most by one player in one game in the history of the National Football League. Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Ready? Ha!
Garoppolo. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And you can say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Slant to Adams.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
18 Cardinals, switch!
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, it's an old chestnut, but let's face it, offensively, they've got to have some pride here, because this has been a worst-case scenario all game for them. Keep putting in the effort, keep trying to keep your quarterback upright, and get through the end of this one as quickly as possible.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result, this is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Watch out!
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Throw over the middle, pulled in here by Farrell. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, a 20-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are pouring it on. Yet another trip to the end zone, and that last one, a bit of history. He has now broken the NFL record for most receiving touchdowns in a single game. Butker on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6. Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So for Kyle Shanahan, he had it right, as the challenge is a good one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Officially, and San Francisco gets set to go here. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
What's up?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Get set.
Throwing here, Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
What's up?
Purdy looking to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, a lot of...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
What's up?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And the Rams getting set to go now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
And 11.
I'm not a bus. All my people there. On what I love.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the 49ers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I had a dream, I had a vision, I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give him the key.
High five! I'm Scott Hanson, and this is your Week 5 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start at SoFi Stadium. The Rams at home to take on the 49ers. And this is the Niners defense making the big play. They knock the football out, force the fumble, scoop it, and they're taking it back the other way. What a game-changing play. Touchdown. The Niners continue to have enough. They make it 5 straight wins to start the new year. From there, it's on to Cincinnati. Checking in on the Bengals, they're hosting the Detroit Lions. And it's the veteran, Mike Gesicki. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 55-yard touchdown. The Bengals move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills hosting the New England Patriots. And it's Antonio Gibson. He's going to take it in, 18 yards away. It's a touchdown. The Pats move to 3-2 as they get back above 500 with the victory. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hanson saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week, right here on EA Sports.
Ball like yellow on leaves, ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me, blowing a coffee, to sleep. You weak, chic, the web look at the boots, fleet, headache. Got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. I know as long as she get really and I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once, but we go back, way back. When it's that we on track, but you can never ever be my man. You a whole snap, you said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that, lay back. In the back of the Maybach, play that. You see J that, I be in the streets like a straight rat. I will never be with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope, sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it.